Hey, Dr. Shah, why is clinical trial participation so important with DLBCL patients? And what
Mm.
advice do you have for those patients considering a clinical trial?
Yeah, so number one, I always tell my patients one thing is clinical trials are an opportunity or an option, not a mandate. And so I never want a patient thinking that they have to participate in a clinical trial. Participating in a clinical trial is an opportunity to help define potentially the next treatment. Every treatment we've talked about up until this point was because uh, kind, courageous people were willing to participate in a clinical trial. We wouldn't have CAR T if, hundreds of patients didn't go on these clinical trials and be willing to be a subject and be sort of go through a treatment that was at the time undefined and without knowing how efficacious it was going to be. And so clinical trials are important because without patients participating in clinical trials, how can we do better? That being said, a clinical trial is not right for every patient. And so it's a value, it's a judgment that each individual has to make. But I know that I really value my patients that are willing to participate because they all become part of that story about how to improve outcomes for diffuse large B-cell lymphoma for that patient who's diagnosed 5 years from today or 10 years from today. And their participation, again, may not, you know, be recognized in the time that they're participating, but what they did helps define um, the future of how we treat this disease. So my activation point for clinical trials is consider them. They may not be right for you, and that's okay.